Okay, so the Luna 5 program special broadcast did just end, and today I'm here with the recap. I went through it, so you don't have to. So we're going to be going over everything that was shown, what's coming in the 6.4 update. This video is going to be unedited, so I do apologize for any mistakes stumbling over my words or just pauses that you might hear. Anyway, so we do got some promo art. They did show up a trailer. We get to see him for the first time. I think his name is Lohan. Actually looks really cool. I cannot wait to see more about him. They did show off a bit of Varka. We did get to see the shadow of Andreas, which is going to be something we talk about later, so that's also really cool. Some funny stuff they showed in the beginning, like a Klee statue, which is going to be related to an event that we will also get into once we get to the event side. Some stuff here just related to the event, they showed it as well. This random screenshot that kind of just went over a bit of like Varka showing up. You know, the aura this guy has is immaculate. And then also some combat gameplay, like his slashes. This is a screenshot of his ult I took. There's going to be more about this. His elemental infusion that we also will expand upon. A little bad screenshots, but that's besides the point. Anyway, so there's a lot of stuff here, but they did show off Varka. They didn't show off too much, and then they got into combat stuff, which, fun fact, according to them, Razor's actual attack string is actually similar to Varka, which makes sense because, you know, Razor was under Varka. So that's actually really cool. So his normal attacks, he can actually leap into the air forward, which is super cool when holding E. I actually forgot he could even do that. And yeah, so the infusion stuff in his normal attacks, you tap skill and then boom, he like slams onto the ground and you are able to infuse. One side Animo, the other side the infused element. So there's Pyro here. And then when you do enough attacks, you get the special shard attack. So you just tap E again and then he does this big slam into the ground. Is also very cool. He also does actually have a Hexarray buff, so you are going to be able to use him with Hexarray characters if you didn't already know. There are plenty of guides that are going to be available soon, so definitely look out for those. There's also a little trailer for Varka that we're about to get. Here's just a little bit of a snippet. Animation looked really good from the little preview, and yep, right here, February 17th, which is really, really close. So soon we are going to get an animated short for Varka, so W. New story quest as well, so we're not getting like an Archon quest continuation or anything. It's just going to be a story quest for Varka plus all the event stuff. We get to see this guy again, so big W there as well. And a little more about Lohan, we get to see him in the quest for Varka as well. And then of course they do say you can get these awards, which, you know, I said awards, rewards to take him to what, level 60 I think it was, for free if you do this whole thing. So if you are going to do this before fully pre-farming, just keep that in mind. And there's also this little special interaction with a local legend where you're able to go to a part of the map. You get to interact it with Varka. So once you interact with it, you go into this thing. It takes you to this place where you fight the Shadow of Andreas, or Boreas Shadow. So that is also going to be a big part, and it actually is unique. There's some new attacks. This is a bad screenshot, I apologize. But yeah, there is this new stuff going around here. So it's not just the same fight rehash. I am sure there's going to be some attacks that are going to be the same, but there are definitely new stuff. And you are forced to use Varka alone. You are not allowed to take a team. And once you do win it, you get these skins, which actually look really cool. So Varka will get exclusive skins for both his greatswords as he does dual wield. So if you do clear it, boom, you unlock a weapon skin that you are able to use for Varka. So W, free weapon skins to use. And again, they look so cool. Like the little bit of silver and then the red, the black. This one as well, just a more gray. It just looks so cool. Finally, for the actual event wish preview. So phase 1, we have Varka, and the rerun character is going to be Flins. So for the people that missed out on Flins, I'm sure people are dying there. Of course, Varka's new weapon. And we also have the return of Chronicle Wish for Mondstadt. Absolute W. Albedo's here, so it's automatically a W. Also does mean the weapons are back, so you can go for Elegy, you can go for Song of Broken Pines, you can go for Wolf's Gravesword if you really want. So W, we are getting a return of a Chronicle Wish, and they are going back, so potentially that might mean we see a Leeway one eventually soon as well. Second half is Skirk. Guys, pray for me. I have to pull 3 Skirks for my C6. I'm not ready. So the return of Skirk in the second half and the return of escoffier, which I also do eventually need to get a C1 and her weapon for my Skirk team. So like I am cooked, guys. I do not have summons. Actually no, I got like 60 and like 50 pity, so like maybe. I gotta pray. Skirk is one of my favorite characters. I need her maxed. Whole intention was to C6 her on rerun. I've gotten lucky on her so far, so I'm going to hope that does continue. I need my Queen C6, and I will try to get as much investment in escoffier as well. And I'm sure a lot of people are probably suffering because anyone that skipped them were probably like, damn. So if you want to get into freeze like that, of course, escoffier is just going to be a general good pickup. And then skirk is like the DPS for that. There's also a new boss that is going to be available. So here's just a little bit of gameplay. And then, you know, this thing. Info card right here, Radiant Moon Gecko. So W, new boss there. Then we do have a few screenshots of the new event. This is going to be the main event we do. Gives rewards, gives actually a skin for Catalyst. This is a screenshot from the event that you get to like go take a picture. Yeah, so that thing in the beginning, you get to really just find like weird discrepancies and then take a picture and record it just to make sure, like this as well. So areas we do know if there's just some extra stuff. There's obviously going to be some guided hints, so it's not like super hard to find. Also, this is going to be another event where you're like a bartender and you get to tend to like other characters such as Lisa shown here. You're again bartending and you get to interact with the characters, so you get to talk to Lisa and then also learn more about them, I guess. Same thing with like Emily, and I'm gonna assume there's going to be more characters to come. That's just the examples. Another part of the event's minigames is like this thing where you're flying and shooting these enemy things. There's like buffs you can pick up on the map as well as you go. It does change angles as well. So you unfortunately probably won't be able to fully brain dead it. I mean, it will be easy, but you know what I mean. So yeah, there's like some buff stuff you can pick up, enhance your attacks and such that you don't want to miss. There's also the usual combat event, which is going to provide the score for more enemies you kill. Of course, usually these are always done with the trial characters as well. They do have trial characters like Varka, Jibai, so on. There's also like an extra mechanic where you get to like fire, yeah, these fire slashes as well, which do insane amount of damage. And yeah, right here, the actual awards. I said awards again, rewards. So claim all the stuff, you get this thing, which is actually a weapon skin for Catalyst, as I did mention. So for your Catalyst characters, boom, you get to have a free weapon skin that looks pretty funny. Sightseeing with friends, another just mini event where you get to see old companions, take screenshots or pictures of different parts of the map that are like more weird, and then fill in missing puzzle pieces. So you can see you can take a picture here, you're waiting for like the perfect moment, and then further than that, we got another event, which is a Not Cry related Aino event. It's pretty much tower defense, you know, you get to pick these buffs, you get to pick your setup, you get buffs as you go. Enemies are going to have like 2 points here, for an example, they're going to go here, and you want to avoid having them here, so you want to kill them all. It's really just tower defense, that's pretty much it, as you can see here. New Traveler Tales, so we get to see characters like Yoimiya, and then an anecdote for Varka as well. And we also get to see Nicole, so like big W there. New music stuff, if you are into this. I actually don't know how big this is in Genshin for people. I ignore this entirely personally. So yep, some stuff here. You can get this new thing as well. New little map thingies. Also new stuff in the teapot. You can get this like entire new Not Cry related area, which is more like futuristic. There's different thingies you can do. Like there's this stuff you can like walk on that forms like a platform like in Mario Galaxy. More stuff you can do in the inside as well, of course. And also new stuff to the TCG. More people around Not Cry for you to battle. And then also 3 new cards, which includes a Nefa. Also meaning lunar reactions are going to be available in TCG as well. So if you are into TCG, W for you. New Echo Trails for Ayato and Ayaka. And we also get the 2 times drop stuff for what seems to be just weapons. And then some brief Milliaster stuff, new skins, that was kind of it. And I didn't really screenshot much else because that's like all they showed. They showed this thing where if you played, you can get like Primo Gems. Yeah, right here. Certain thing you can do to get like 60. I hope it's not too much because I don't even play this mode at all besides my damage test. And there's also going to be voice chat apparently, so that is going to be interesting. And that's it. That is the full recap of the stream. Here's a bit of a roadmap if you just want to get a bit of a view for what else is there, event calendar, and then another art Varka. So that is it. That's the full recap. I do hope you found this video helpful. If you did, dropping a like would be greatly appreciated. If you're new to the channel or haven't done so already, be sure to subscribe and turn on the bell icon for future videos like this, along with all other types of Genshin content. And I'll see you later. Peace out.